everyone, Selfie Showboat 0099, and welcome to the schedule for the next few weeks. So, on the channel, today we have Morrowind 1661 going up, and as we go into the following weeks, things are going to be wrapping up, in particular, the Rome Total War Barbarian Invasion as the Franks playthrough will be ending this upcoming weekend. The finale will be on Saturday. So that frees up space on weekends. Initially, you can see that there's a lot of Banished here. That's because Banished releases this weekend. Well, no, not this weekend. Tomorrow. Tuesday. It releases Tuesday. I don't have much time on Tuesdays, as you can probably see, due to classes. This 2:30 class goes until 5:15. Yeah. So, I will do my best to record Banished on Tuesday so that I can have a video to go up on Wednesday. That will be the first in what I'd like to call a Let's Learn series, where I essentially play through a game blind to try and learn it, and then eventually maybe do a Let's Play of it if the game is conducive to that sort of thing. I particularly want to have this series be dedicated to games that require at least some sort of skill or strategy that don't depend on a story that you can just play over and over and over again, sort of like Europa Universalis 4, except, well, I already know Europa Universalis 4 at this point in time. At least I think I do. It can always be better, but I'm at least at that level where I'm relatively competent at it, right? So that's sort of what this Let's Learn series is going to be about, is trying to get to that level of competency at a game that requires some form of skill to go through. So that's what we're going to start out with Banished, and that will hopefully be daily because I'm going to be playing a lot of it in the upcoming weeks, so therefore it is gonna last a good little while until I feel comfortable with it, and then we'll actually start a true Let's Play of it after that. And then I may actually do, like, tutorials on it, which I would be calling Let's Teach, essentially. That series would be Let's Teach, where I would make tutorial videos on certain mechanics in certain games, and that may actually pop up sooner with other games besides Banished, but we shall see how that progresses if I have the time for that, because do note that I am a master's student in geology, and I do have a thesis to work on. That said, though, in these upcoming weeks, we have what will be the temporary ending of Morrowind. That will be temporarily ending on, I believe it's the Thursday, the part 67 here. So that is the end of the main quest, and Morrowind will go on hiatus for at least a couple weeks. I currently have scheduled through, like, this weekend through the first half of March, because this week here, the 16th and onward, that's my spring break that week. The thing is, on either Friday going into the evening or Saturday early morning, I have a field trip for my structural geology course. We're going out rather far, out into the wilderness. Well, sorta. We're going to be in hotels, but we're going to be looking at rocks and rock outcrops and all that good stuff over this weekend here, and we'll return on the Monday, which is technically considered the first day of spring break. And then I have all these days off, so that's a day that's a week I'll be doing quite a bit of recording. It's also a week I have to work a lot on my thesis proposal. Well, my proposal should be done by then. I should be actually going in to actually do the research at that point. So, yeah. It's going to be relatively busy, but I'm going to try and get as much recorded as I possibly can over this time, and I currently have nothing scheduled over this time. But for the first half of March, you can see that once Morrowind hits its hiatus, I've essentially put in so that I have Gladius and Pokemon alternating. Like after this first weekend here, after the Morrowind hiatus, where it will be just Banished, because this is the first... No, this is the second weekend of Banished. This is the first free weekend without Rome Total War Barbarian Invasion as the Franks, so I want to have... Likely there'll be multiple Banished videos going up on this first weekend here, and into Monday. And once we hit that first Tuesday here, I'm going to start doing, well, the usual Pokemon Red and the usual Gladius times. If you didn't know that those days are Tuesdays and Wednesdays for the Pokemon Red and the Gladius times, I will then be cycling them at every open opportunity. Note that Fridays are Railroad Tycoon 3 mission days. Railroad Tycoon 3 will remain only on Fridays. It'll only be one mission per week, just because the missions take time, and I put up all the videos of the mission on that day. So, bear that one in mind when you're looking at the Railroad Tycoon 3 missions as we head off into the future. I have recorded Mission 4 already, and that thing is like an hour and 20 minutes long, and it's split into 4 videos, and it has a hilarious ending. It's hilarious at the end. It's like so much incompetency, yet it's still worked out in the end. There was a ton of incompetency right at the tail end. I thought I had lost the whole freaking hour long of recording because I wouldn't have gotten gold and I would have had to do it all over again. Yet I still pulled it out. It's hilarious. You have to see it once it goes up on Friday. But yeah, these missions take time to play through, and since I record it all in one sitting, essentially, and I don't have all that much extra time with all this extra recording I have to do, a lot of work goes into Pokemon Red. A lot more than it seems, because, you know, I have those half episodes that I condense to 10 minutes. Those come from original recordings that can be anywhere between half an hour to an hour and a half, 2 hours long. So, yeah. Especially the one that I'm having go up, like, tomorrow. I still have yet to complete that one in terms of the actual recording of it. I'm, like, considering stopping and then doing the rest of it later, but yeah, because it's the Safari Zone, and that crap takes time, but I sort of also want to, like, show off the glitch you can do with the Safari Zone and Cinnabar Island, so I've, like, changed around my route for it a little bit so that I can get to be able to do that relatively soon and have it, like, be relatively useful for me, so that I don't have to, like, go hunting around for Scyther and Tauros and Kangaskhan. Chansey can go to hell because I can get that later. I just get Chansey in the wild later, legitly. It's just the others that are a problem. But yeah, I'm digressing there. As for Gladius, that one's relatively simple. Just as long as the disc works, you'll see in this next video that goes up for Gladius that we're having some problems with the disc, in particular during a specific cutscene. I don't know if it's an isolated incident or if it'll continue happening among all the other cutscenes, but it's something that's happening, and it's something that will be driving me nuts as we go forward. Thankfully, we are getting to that point where we are over halfway through the game. I'm almost done with Nordog. I'm on the last full city, and then there's the rest of the Circle of Elites Tier 2 to complete, and then we can go to Orin and complete the championship there, and then we'll be done with Nordog, and we can move on to the Steppes, which is much, much smaller than the other 2 that we've done already. It'll be much smaller. We'll be in the pro tier. Our level will be capped at 30 at that point, and we can just go hog wild at it. And once we get that done with, we can go to the expanse, and that'll be good, and we can do that and be done with it, and then we can clean up all the other leagues that we haven't finished yet, and things will be good, and we can go and do the whole frickin' World Championships in the capital city. So, yeah, we can get that all cleaned up. Hopefully it won't take any more than another 50, 60, 70 episodes. I'm hoping for no more than an additional 45 to 50 to complete the rest of the whole thing, so we shall see if that manages to happen. But that's a more long-term game there. Pokemon Red will be done by, like, episode 26. That's the goal at this point, is episode 26. We may have a few, maybe 1 or 2 extra. I have to go through the route again, because of this reorganization. And, yeah, the plan is to have it done by part 26. Well, episode 26. There's more than 26 videos because of all the half videos, but yeah, by the 26th, we should be finished with that, which is why I've stopped at the 16th, because that would be the day that it would go up. And then, I'm not certain if I just want to do Gladius until it's done, or if I want to then get rid of the hiatus for Morrowind and continue with the expansion content for Morrowind, the Tribunal and the Blood Moon expansions, just get that started and have that with Gladius and with Railroad Tycoon 3 and Banished, and yeah, or if I want to bring in a new campaign for Europa Universalis 4, or if I want to do a campaign in actual base game Rome, just do a Rome Total War campaign, or do an Empire Total War campaign, or do a freaking Shogun 2 campaign, or a Rome 2 campaign, although that I'm not too certain about. Or do a, what is it? Or continue Gladius, to the end. It's just, there's a whole bunch of options for the future content yet that I haven't decided yet. What I have decided is this initial, few weeks here as we, go into March. Oh hey, video's been scheduled, yay. Because I've got a whole bunch of videos scheduled right now, just uploading to go up in the future. I have, what am I scheduling right now? I'm scheduling the Morrowind videos right now, and Railroad Tycoon 3, and the 6 videos of the Franks. That's what's being uploaded at the moment. Yeah, oh, and in fact, it's the rest of the Morrowind videos, so 64, 65, 66, 67, all the Morrowind, all the Franks, and the 4 videos for Mission 4 here. I have to edit the Pokemon Red and the Gladius, so yeah, that is the schedule for the coming weeks. Of course, Banished is subject to change at any point in time. I may decide to just introduce something brand new that you've never seen before, and that'll come in at some point during this next few weeks. Maybe. It's all subject to change, but this is what it's currently looking like. So with that, I'd like to thank you all for watching. This has been LP Showboat 0099, and I will see you all next time.